some girl Devi, she looks like a model, right? So again, as you're seeing, I'm getting a lot of matches, different races, different ethnicities, different types of girls. In this video, I'm going to show you the process that I would use if I was a single guy using Hinge. How you can crush Hinge and really optimize the app to the best of its ability to get you a ton of matches. Now, this works for anybody of any race. Doesn't matter if you're Indian, Black, Asian, white, even if you're an average looking or even slightly below average looking guy. Everything that I'm going to tell you in this video is going to get you matches. Now, when I downloaded Hinge for this video, my location is in Washington, D.C. But regardless, that doesn't really matter as long as you're in some type of location close to a city, or you just set the Hinge location to your closest city. The same procedure is going to work. So with that being said, there are three things that you need to realize when it comes to using dating apps, specifically Hinge. Photos that cater towards the female gaze, prompts that spark curiosity and interest from the girl's point of view, and lastly, you need to be using the paid subscription. So let's break each of these down. Why do I need to use the paid subscription? At the end of the day, dating apps are a business. Why do you want to play the game at hard mode right off the bat? When you use the paid subscription, they're going to be showcasing your profile more than all these brokies that don't use the paid version. When you use the paid subscription, you get a lot of cool features like boosts and super boosts. When you use things like super boosts, you don't need to be swiping on the app. You can literally close out of the app, let it run by itself, and then when you open up the app after 24 hours, you'll have an entire inbox of new likes, assuming that you optimize your profile correctly. In order to maximize the dating app game, specifically Hinge, to the best of its ability, you need to use the paid subscription. It's going to give you just a leg up above all the other people that are just on the apps rapidly swiping, cluttering other girls' inboxes. Get that leg up. Hinge X, Hinge Premium, the premium subscription, they're going to showcase you ahead of all these people that don't use the paid subscription. Now, the next thing I want to break down are photos. Photos are going to be the most important factor on any dating app, let alone Hinge. Now, what type of photos should you use is very simple. Photos that cater towards the female gaze. I've done so many videos on the past explaining the female gaze, but to sum it up, photos that showcase the qualities that women find attractive. Photos in dope locations, you with dope style, photos of you showcasing your physique, showcasing that sex appeal, the qualities that women find physically attractive, as well as types of photos that get her thinking about what it's like to be on a date with you, what it's like to hang out with you, so on and so forth. What is not female gaze photos are those photos with you with a cigar or a fancy sports car in the back or a private jet in the background or an airplane in the background. Photos with you hanging out with the bros and family, right? Those are all male gaze type of photos, right? Even a physique photo of you doing a mirror selfie at the gym, that's more of a male gaze photo. When it comes to the female gaze photos, when it comes to physique, you want a more natural based photo showcasing your physique. So in a second, I'm going to show you the screen recording of my entire dating app profile so you can get a sense of what a great female gaze based dating profile is. And lastly, prompts. You want prompts that showcase and pique and really raise the girl's interest. Every single guy nowadays in 2025 uses pathetic prompts such as, oh, what do I do on the weekends? Brunch, gym, workout, I like to travel. These are such basic things that every single guy uses. Your prompts need to pique more curiosity and interest. So with that being said, let me show you the screen recording of the Hinge profile that I just set up right before the time of recording this video. So as we break down this Hinge profile, again, female gaze photos right off the bat. So breaking down the Hinge profile right off the bat, we're starting this with a ton of female gaze photos, great prompts, and a really cool video screen recording. The first photo, female gaze, you at a restaurant, good style, dope background. It gets the girl envisioning what a date would be like with you. Again, I even added a video to complement this photo. A video of me at the specific restaurant just gives your profile more of that realistic look to it. First prompt, brag about you to my friends if you pronounce my name right. Very unique prompt, gets her wondering how to pronounce your name. Way better than the basic brunch and drinks prompt. My stats, a little bit about me, a really dope physique shot, a good style shot. Funny prompt, dorkiest thing about me is I use Google Calendar. Another great casual photo, a photo of me doing a cool hobby, and another nice photo, style photo with a dope background. So with that being said, when we're breaking down this Hinge profile, tons of female gaze, really just showcasing the female gaze with great style, dope locations. Now, the last thing I want to mention is dating preferences. These women are filling out these preferences. You need to be filling out your preferences as well. At the end of the day, Hinge pairs people that are more compatible to each other. They really emphasize quality over quantity. You need to fill out the preferences as much as possible so Hinge will yield you the quality and exact type of woman that you are going for. At the end of the day, as long as you have great photos showcasing the female gaze, you will get the type of girl that you are looking for on Hinge. When it comes to your About Me section on Hinge, doing things such as height, I currently am about 6 foot tall. It's okay to round your height an inch. Now, if you're 5'8" and 5'9", don't be rounding your height up to 6 foot, right? But for those of you guys that are 5'11", it's fine to round your height up to 6 foot. For those of you guys that are 6 foot, it's fine to round up your height an inch to 6'1", right? Because at the end of the day, when you're wearing shoes, even boots, it'll give you that 1 inch boost. But again, you want to be as honest, transparent, congruent as possible on these apps. You do not want to be a scammer. You don't want to catfish people. Be honest, congruent about your preferences, what you're looking for, and your About You section on Hinge. It just reduces angriness, I guess you could say, on both sides when you meet up and the girl is expecting someone and you don't look anything like the profile that you displayed on Hinge. So be honest, congruent as possible, especially with your preferences, what you're looking for. Don't worry, even if it's something casual, as long as you have good prompts that pique curiosity and interest, good photos showcasing the female gaze, you will get the matches. Now, with all these photos showcasing the female gaze, nowadays in 2025, you want to have kind of a mix, right? You can use DSLR, high quality professional photos with a photographer, or you could use all iPhone based photos, or you could do a mix of both. It doesn't matter as long as your photos are quality enough, they can clearly see you, you have good style, fashion, dope locations, good sex appeal. Taking all these photos on an iPhone is completely fine. In fact, the casual photo of me sitting on the table with the sweatshirt was taken with an iPhone. I mixed up the professional and casual photos in this. You don't have to go all super professional nowadays in 2025. You can mix it up with more casual shots taken on an iPhone. So overall, this is how a great dating app profile looks like in 2025. Now, before I started this whole recording, I did some swiping. I screen recorded the swiping to also show you guys the process that you should be utilizing when you're swiping on these dating apps, specifically Hinge. Now, for this experiment, for this video, today at the time of this recording is a Thursday, and you're gonna be doing a process similar to what I'm about to show you called interval swiping. Listen, when you're a high quality guy, you have stuff going on, you're a busy top tier man, you don't have time to be sitting there swiping 20, 30 minutes multiple times during the day. Interval swiping is a great technique to use. You get on the app, you swipe for about 5-6 minutes, about 2 to 3 times each day. You're a busy guy. You should be leveling up. You don't got time to be on these dating apps swiping forever and ever. I want you to utilize the technique of interval swiping. Next thing is using super boosts, like I mentioned earlier. When you're super boosting, Hinge is showing your profile way ahead of all the other guys that are just using it regularly. It's showcasing your profile so much to the point where you don't need to be on the app swiping at all for the entire 24 hours of the super boost. So when you use these super boosts, exit out of the app completely and don't check the app or swipe on the app for an entire 24 hours. Sunday nights, Thursday nights are going to be your best bet. Why Sunday nights, South Asian Fit? Well, what time are girls more likely to be on their phone? Not during the middle of the day, not during the middle of the weekend. It's going to be that winding down time on Sunday nights right before the week starts. Most girls don't have plans on Sunday evenings. Most of their plans already finished during the weekend, earlier on in the week. Sunday night is always going to be the number one time to use that super boost. So I'd recommend doing it around 6-7 p.m. on a Sunday night and not checking the app for an entire 24 hours after that. The next best time slot is Thursday evening. Now, for the purposes of this video, I actually use the super boost right now since I'm recording this on a Thursday morning. But for your purposes, Thursday evening is a great time to use the super boost. 24-hour super boost Thursday evening takes you into Friday evening, right before the weekend when girls are starting to make plans. So you best believe if a girl opens up Hinge right before the weekend, sees your profile, and your profile is on point, and she doesn't have any plans, she's gonna start considering going out on a date with you that exact weekend when she opens up the app. Use super boosts to your advantage every Thursday evening, every Sunday evening. Now, with all of that being said, you don't want to abuse the super boosts. 1 to 2 super boosts a week is completely fine. And the rest of the time, after the boost has completed, you want to be doing interval swiping throughout the week. So with all that being said, gonna show you now the screen recording right before the time of recording of this video. I screen recorded me swiping on the app so you can get a feel for how to swipe on Hinge. I actually take my time when I'm swiping through these girls' profiles. You don't want to be doing the whole rapid heart again and again and again. Again, take your time, respond to prompts. When you're scrolling through the profiles, go through them slower. Don't be rapidly hearting. These are all computer-based algorithms, guys. You can't be just hearting rapidly. The software developers are very smart. They're gonna think you're spam. They're not gonna showcase your profile as much. As you see, this screen recording, I'm actually going through these girls' profiles, reading through their prompts. If I find them attractive, I'm hitting heart, right? I'm swiping on them. So right here, this girl, Kristen, right? Going through her profile, going through what she's saying. I noticed that she was a marathon runner, so I swiped right. This girl right here, Nicole, she seems chill, likes to travel, swipe right. This girl, Taylor, again, gives a lot of healthy, holistic vibes, swiping right. Go through these women's profile, see if they match your vibe, if they're physically attractive, if they have qualities that you're looking for. This girl, Leah, and here's a great example too, Noelle. Going through her profile, she has a great layup prompt, brunch and local coffee shops. Also, if you plan for the date, down for most anything as long as I don't have to plan it. When girls pick specific prompts like this, they put specific prompts like this, these are easy layups, guys. You literally can suggest the date right then and there. Again, healthy, holistic profile, morning time person, brunch, local coffee shops. This Noelle girl doesn't seem like the type of girl that goes out, clubbing, partying, stuff like that. You being that single South Asian guy, these are the types of things you should be looking for when it comes to attracting high quality girls. So again, if I was a single guy using Hinge, these are the types of traits that I would be looking for when it comes to getting and dating an attractive quality girl with a healthy, holistic lifestyle. So this girl, Sarah, again, same thing. She seems cool, morning person, coffee, swiping right. Abby, Hannah, going through the profiles, right? Taking my time through them. You know, guys, again, you can't be rapid swiping. This girl, Emily, you know, she seems like a cool girl, but I mean, whatever. I guess I swiped left on her. This girl, Kelsey, swiped right on her. She was my type. This girl, Layla, right? Seems like an interesting girl, swiped right. And just, guys, whatever you do, don't rapid swipe. So I'm not going to go show you this entire screen recording, right? That would take forever, but you guys get the point. Go through the profiles one at a time. Go respond to prompts when you can. This girl, Paula, right here, you know, I bring in a little bit of my culture, right? Bengali, Hindi, English. These are the types of things that you should be doing when you're swiping. So make sure you're going through the profiles slowly, mixed in with responding to prompts and hearting girls. Don't just be rapid swiping all the time. So with all that being said, those were 2 screen recordings that I recorded about an hour ago before I recorded this video specifically. And that is how you utilize Hinge. That is how you swipe on Hinge, the prompts, the types of photos you should use to really get a great dating app profile. Now, what we're gonna do for the second part of this video is I'm gonna give it about 72 hours, 3 days, and I'm going to do all the techniques that I just described when it comes to swiping. Interval swiping, using 1 super boost, waiting the 24 hours, then the rest of the time, interval swiping 5 to 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times each day. Off camera, I'm gonna go do that entire process, and now we're gonna go and wait 3 days. So I'm gonna come back here 72 hours and show you the final results of my Hinge after using this profile, interval swiping, using the super boost to showcase the type of results you can get with a high quality profile. So super boost, yes, you know, $30 for a 24-hour super boost. That's why I said it's stupid to be using multiple super boosts again and again. Don't waste your money like that. But if you can use at least one of these super boosts on a Thursday night or a Sunday night, it's gonna be great. Now we're gonna wait 72 hours. I'm gonna swipe a little bit off camera using interval swiping method, and I'll be back in exactly 72 hours to show you the final results of my Hinge profile. All right, guys, so it's been about 4 days. I know I said 72 hours originally, 3 days, but had a pretty busy day yesterday. Couldn't get a chance to record the final results, but it's been exactly 4 days since the time of the original recording, the original part 1 of the video, the original screen recording of my profile. Now, real quick, before I reveal the results, the top link in the description is my South Asian Warriors school, helping single South Asian men level up their dating life. So if you're struggling with your dating life and you want to get better results with dating apps, cold approach, really want to take your dating life to the next level, be sure to click that first link in the description and join my school community, South Asian Warriors, helping single South Asian men just like you level up your dating life so you too can get results just like what I'm about to show you in the next couple of seconds. So with all of that being said, what I'm about to show you guys is absolutely mind-blowing. And before I show you again the whole final results and the screen recording, I want to really emphasize the fact that I'm not that special. You know, my genetics were always average. I wasn't the best looking guy. But the past, couple years, I've really leveled up, looks maxed, worked on my appearance, hit the gym, got leaner. I even got a hair transplant 6 months ago. I did so many things to level up. I was never blessed genetically with certain gifts or certain things that really stood out. But if an average South Asian guy could achieve the results which you're about to see, you can do it too. Stop coping about your South Asian genetics. Stop coping about your race. Stop listening to all these people online saying how dating apps don't work for brown men. Become that top tier guy, and you're going to get top tier results just like what I'm about to show you. No one is stopping you. So with the screen recording of the final results, here is my dating app profile. Again, just to show you guys that this is indeed me. I'm not using some other dating app profile. Just a real quick visual of my dating app profile on the screen recording, my preferences, a little bit about me, my prompts, all of that, just like how I described in part 1 of the video. And look at this, guys. Right off the bat, matches upon matches. Matching with this girl, Lori, right here. Again, healthy, holistic girl. Loves to travel. Seems very chill. No red flags really standing out right off the bat, right? So, great quality girl. Now, this other girl, Brianna, right? Again, seems like a quality girl, likes to travel. Another girl that I had matched with using my Hinge strategy. Likes to travel. I think that's a picture in Turkey or something. I'm not sure. But these matches so far are pretty solid, right? So, again, guys, when you have a solid dating app profile, you're gonna get quality matches. Here's a girl, Liv, that I had messaged a couple days ago. She responded back, right? And the reason the thing is gray and not, black is because actually before the screen recording, I was kind of looking at these matches too, opened up some of the chats. But here's a girl that I matched with within this whole experiment too. She showed great investment, right? With her response. Here's a girl, Annette, that I matched with, right? Seems pretty solid. Seems pretty holistic, healthy, obsessed with her dog. No real red flags. Another girl, Alina, likes to travel, solid photos, quality match. And guys, you can get matches like this too if you've leveled up, put in the work on your appearance, your presentation. And these are really the type of girls that, you can really take home to a mom and dad. Quality woman, taking your time on swiping, responding to prompts, will get you quality matches. This girl, Geraldine, right here. But yeah, matches upon matches, guys. And if you look at the bottom, you see 14 matches in that square, in addition to 7 where it says their turn in the bottom. 7, right? So we got 14 matches plus the 7 where it says their turn, right? So that means those are girls that I messaged, they messaged back, I messaged again, waiting for them to respond to me. But so far, 14 plus 7 yields 21 matches. Now here's where it gets interesting. We're about to go over the girls that like me naturally. I appeared on their feed and they liked me. That's why you have the whole likes you tab on Hinge. And the whole likes you tab, you get to see all the girls that like you right off the bat when you have the Hinge Premium, which is another reason why you should get the Hinge Premium or the Hinge X, to already see girls that have already liked you on their end, guys. And when it comes to your matches, you want to always wait 24 hours at least to see which girls are giving you the first message, investing in you more, because those are the types of girls that are less likely to flake, and the dates are just going to go more better because they're more invested in you right off the bat. Now, before I did the screen recording of this, I was actually perusing through some of the girls that liked me, right? And honestly, a couple of them seemed like spam accounts, so I got them out of the query. But overall, the final number after this 4-day experiment ended up being 34 new girls that liked me, in addition to the 14 plus 7 girls that I had matched with. So overall, we got 34 plus 21, which equates to over 50 girls in the span of 4 days, guys. And here I am going through some of the girls that liked me, all 34 of them that liked me, All right, I haven't seen them come up on my profile, but again, these are girls that liked me that I can instantly hit match with if I'm feeling their vibes. So again, here's some girl Hiral, and you're looking at some of these girls that liked me, right? You notice one thing. Yeah, many of them are attractive, but they're very diverse, right? And this goes back to that race niche appeal as a brown guy. As a brown guy, you're gonna get girls that are more diverse of all races, right? You know, this girl right here, Erba, right? Guarantee you, Middle Eastern, Indian, right? She liked me. And overall, whether it be girls that matched with me, that I matched with, or girls that like me naturally, say out of these 34 girls that like me naturally within the span of just, 3-4 days, right? Again, most of these girls are quality matches, right? They're very diverse. And of course, you're gonna get girls that are a little ratchet all over the place when you have a high quality profile. That's just how dating apps are. They'll have pretty much every single type of girl. Some more examples, some girl Devi, she looks like a model, right? So again, as you're seeing, I'm getting a lot of matches, different races, different ethnicities, different types of girls. But, I'm not going to go through all 34 or whatnot of these girls that like me, but very diverse. And again, I'm obviously not going to actually meet up with any of these girls. I'm in a relationship right now. The whole purpose of this video was really to showcase the types of results you can get when you have your game on point, your fashion, style, grooming, sex appeal on point with these dating apps. So overall, you got the 34 girls that liked me right off the bat within the time span of about 4 days. Then you got the 21 girls that I actually matched with. So overall, you got the 34 plus 21, which is pretty solid for 4 days. Overall, over 50 girls within the time span of 4 days. That equates to more than 10 girls a day, guys, which is very, very solid. I grew up very average looking, but I leveled up. I worked on myself. It took a lot of work, being consistent in the gym, skincare, fashion, style, online presentation. But you too, as an average or even below average looking Indian guy, you can get results. I leveled up, I became top tier, and this is the type of results that you can get after you level up as an average looking Indian guy. This is how you should set up your dating app profile, the types of photos, the types of prompts, how to go about swiping, and the types of results you are going to get when you have your game on point and your online presentation on point. I don't make this video to brag. I'm not gonna meet up with any of these chicks. This is just for the educational purposes, showing you guys how to go about using dating apps, how to set up dating apps, all of that good stuff. I hope this video helped. I hope this gave you the inspiration to level up your life. Stop listening to all these people coping, saying dating apps don't work for brown men. They do work for brown men. I swiped in Washington, D.C. because that is my hometown, but the same procedure, stepwise, will work for you wherever your closest city is. Just one quick tip, you might want to adjust your Hinge location to your closest city. But regardless, the same process of how to go about using dating apps, specifically Hinge, is going to apply no matter where you are. Level up, become that guy, work on yourself. You will get results just like this. That is the biggest take home. Like and subscribe, drop a comment below. And if you're struggling with your dating life as a single South Asian guy, again, be sure to click that first link in the description to join my South Asian Warriors school, where I can help you get results just like this on dating apps and level up your dating life. Hope this video helped, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.